right, so the debate is this week, the first Republican primary debate. It airs here on Fox. Some are predicting it will have some of the highest ratings ever for a primary debate. So the candidates are preparing for it, but not Donald Trump. Sort of an amazing piece in the Daily Caller this week where a Trump advisor was quoted describing...
Which website is that?
It's the Daily Caller.
Oh, okay.
And so the advisor was asked, well, what is Trump doing to prepare? And this is the answer, quote, doesn't the fact he's at the British Women's Open tell you something? Right now, that's in Scotland, by the way, not preparing, at a sporting event. Right now, by contrast, quote, Jeb Bush is in some Holiday Inn suite eating Sucky Club sandwiches. There's some stand-in, someone playing Trump, someone playing Walker, someone playing Cruz. Trump's not doing any of that. Trump already knows what he's saying. He knows his own mind.
You know, a lot of people like him.
Wow.
A lot of people like him because he's just honest. He says exactly what's on his mind. And he's even saying that about the debate. He's saying, hey, I'm at a tennis tournament. I'm not preparing.
Golf.
Everyone else is, well, wasn't it? It was tennis and golf, right, in Scotland? Wasn't it both?
It was
Whatever.
not debate prep.
It wasn't debate prep. All right, so this is what he says about what you can expect next week from him in the debate.
I look forward to it. I've never done it before. I mean, I haven't. I'm not a debater. I produce jobs. I produce beautiful buildings. I do a lot of good things. And I built great businesses. I built an incredible business. But the fact is, I'm not a debater. I've never done it before. I don't know. Maybe I'll be good. Maybe I'll be terrible. Who knows what I'll do?
Okay, he's been the anti-politician. Now he's being a little bit of a politician there, lowering expectations,
exactly.
which politicians like to do. I've never debated before. I might not do well.
I like
don't
it.
know.
It's
But
being
what if
honest.
he doesn't do well? I mean, I think there actually are stakes here, no?
I
There are
agree with
stakes for
you.
him.
I agree with you. Then maybe his numbers will drop if he
Yeah, I
doesn't
mean,
do
Rick
well.
Perry found out the hard way. Rick Perry, smart guy, successful governor, had a poor debate performance, and it hurt him. I mean,
And at this point, the last election, Herman Cain was doing really well.
yes, he was.
And Donald Trump has done well by throwing out the rule book.
Right.
And not doing the conventional things, as you were just suggesting. And the fact is, most people are cramming. How am I going to stay up all night and get ready? He said, I'm going to a golf tournament. You know, he owns the golf course there at Turnberry and wants to show it off. It's a big tournament. And he said, I'm going to go there, I'm going to relax, and then I'm going to come back and work hard. I think he said he's flying back today, so that he'll be in Iowa tonight. So he's only been gone a couple of days, but he's just chucking out the rule book, and it's working.
Wow.
Also,
and if it continues to work, that'll be impressive.
He was interviewing with our friend Eric Bolin. You can see the full interview today at 11:30 on Cashin' In.
So Jeb Bush was asked recently, what do you think of the Donald Trump phenomenon? And here was his assessment of what it means. Watch.
It's definitely a phenomenon. I think he's captured the deep frustration that people feel. He's, in a very graphic way, appealed to people's anger about those things. And I think it's important to be respectful of that, make the case that we can fix these things. And over time, the Trump phenomena will either succeed or fail based on his proposals.
I think this is a temporary sort of loss of sanity, but we're going to come back to our senses and look for somebody serious to lead the country at some point.
Spoken like someone, Rand Paul, he had been doing fairly well at the begging because he got in early compared to a lot of the other candidates. He's one of the people who suffered from Trump rising, and so now he's saying, oh, you know, this is nonsense,
right.
loss of
biting.
sanity.
Right.
But you see Bush trying to rise above it. Look,
Yeah.
it's important
I
to
agree.
respect the phenomenon. But when they get on that debate stage and Donald Trump goes after him to his face, which is really his fort, I mean, that's what he's good at, is savaging people right to their face. How, I wonder, is Governor Bush going to respond to that?
Right. Is he going to engage, or is he going to try to just go to his own message? And will that be too obvious that he's ignoring Donald Trump? You know, because there are some people advising Jeb Bush. There have been a lot of reports about this saying, don't get in the mud with Donald Trump. Do your own thing. Well, if you ignore him, it's going to look like you're avoiding him, and maybe you're not ready to do battle.
You can say anything. It's all in how you say it. And he somehow has a way of saying exactly what's on the mind of many of the voters without making too many people upset.
Yeah, we'll see. All right.